Hey guys, ReconBrothers here again with a new airsoft gameplay video. We know it has been quite long since we went to an airsoft event, so we decided to pick up our gas blowback guns again and head out to Fort Knox in Belgium. It has literally been years since we've been here and we wanted to give it another try to see if anything had improved. During this event we used our Tokyo Marui CQBR, GBBR guns along with our Cybergun FNS9 pistols.
Ja, we kunnen daar even gewoon pushen en flanken dan, dat weet je doen. Ja. Ja, eerst zijn ze gewoon aan het skaten, dus je kunt gewoon. Nou waar? Recht naar beneden, dat is het beste niet.
Also, our team member Kit joined us that day, so we mainly worked as a three-man team and frequently got backup from the others in the blue team as well. The first objective of the day was to capture and return our flags to our base camp. However, none of us were assigned to this task, so we decided to destabilize the enemy forces by flanking them through the lowest part of the field to remain hidden.
Ja, nog één. Ik zie hier momenteel niks waar dat vroeger de respawn was. Ik zal verder oprukken. Oké, begrijpen. Maar ik ga wel regelen. Oké, copy.
One of the things we really loved about this day was the coherent teamwork between the three of us. Of course, there were some mistakes or things we would do differently after watching the footage, but we can clearly see that a lot of beginner errors are gone. The main things that improved when it comes to the team are filling the gaps, keeping physical contact when moving information, and overall communication. It was actually pretty easy to dominate the field, both in the first half and after the teams were reorganized to make it more fair. This is likely due to the trainings we did and the experience we've built. However, this is just one event, so we'll have to see how we perform in other events. You could definitely say that our overall level has improved quite a bit after the training courses we have attended lately. Much more takedowns and we didn't get hit as much. However, we're still using low caps, so with all those hits we did run out of ammo quite rapidly.
Je kan suppressen en gaan lopen. Waar? Naar rechts? Ja. Ja. Je moet moven. Ik ben hit denk ik. Hit. Hit!
Here I shot a guy in black who appeared when I was moving in on their respawn. While continuing to move towards that point, he bangs me and claims to be someone else. At this point I also realized I made it to their respawn, so I just didn't care anymore, since there wasn't really anything to achieve. After we got taken down here, we noticed that even though we easily broke through the right side, the left side seemed to be stuck, so we decided to support them. Here the enemy team had control over the sniper tower that provided them with a lot of cover and a great overview. We tried to advance as much as possible, but there were some casualties along the way. Now we quickly realized that there was absolutely no way we could take over the sniper tower. And after that, Kit and I saw the enemy team advance on the right side again, so we took action and went that way again, since the building is a very good point to have in our control. Since we already took quite some guys out who want to enter the building area, I knew the enemy forces didn't get back up to the building. But I checked the area anyway to make sure.
Reloaden.
We pushed the enemy team back a couple of times and flanked them again like before, but let's get to the more interesting part of the day. The next game was very different from the previous one. The objective was to find and carry items back to the base camp. However, we had no idea where they were located, so we decided to search the right side of the field first. Now, since most of the field is based on the hill, we decided again to take the lowest part and flank the enemy where possible. However, when doing this, we both got taken out since the enemy team was strongly present here.
Hit.
On our second try we were more cautious and also noticed the enemies were pushed back over the hill. So we advanced step by step and took as many enemies out as we could while keeping the area secure. Here we noticed a weapon cache laying around, so once the area was clear enough we suppressed the enemy so our team could get it and return it to our base.
Boven 2 down. Kom al snel iemand nemen.
We kept pushing for a while to gain more ground and then went for the other items. Here we found some dynamite, which we then returned to our commander at the base.
Volgende. Goed.
The commander then marked the items of his list and told us to find AK replicas hidden in the field. Now since we started on the right side and saw almost every part of the field there, we took our shot to clear out the left side of the field. Here we had to take over the building. Now based on the CQB training course we did lately, this should have been a piece of cake. Which it certainly was since there was no one here.
Ja, zoals ik kan zien.
However, the enemies could still shoot us from higher grounds, so we still needed to be careful.
Heb jij zicht? Ja, van die bunker daar.
Boven kunnen niet.
Nee, er zitten er ook daar op een bunker. Hebben wij hier alles doorzocht? Kijk, zoek eens rond, of heeft er hier iets terug? Ah, AK's, voilà. Ja? Oké.
Ja, kaas meepakken.
Ene de man of?
Nee, maakt niet uit.
Gewoon op jullie base droppen.
Ja.
The AKs got delivered, so we received a new objective to clear out the enemy base camp and steal their items. Obviously the left was not an option and the base camp was located on the right side, so we went that way.
Nee, het zit 2 bomen. Wat?
Contact, contact.
2. Contact.
At this point we were able to sneak beyond their base camp so we could take them out from their back. However, we now did have to be aggressive and very careful since the enemy could come from any direction.
Boven. Als jij rechts kunt doen, zal ik hiervoor proberen. Move. Zo snel mogelijk zoeken nog.
We didn't want to stay here too long since the enemies would come for us after they respawned, so we went to get closer to their base camp and steal their equipment. I took position to see the enemies coming from their respawn while the others looked for the items to steal. Now here there was a lot of confusion, since a downed enemy started to shoot us and the marshal had to explain to him this was not his respawn but the base camp, so we were allowed to keep going after getting shot by him. Anyway, there was nothing in their base camp and downed commanders were allowed to fire again 30 seconds after they got shot. We lost track of this and he shot us down. Next up was a small chemical rocket which was located in the center of the field. After pushing the enemies back a little, Viper suppressed them while I took the risk of getting it.
Get it? Let's move!
Then we went looking for a tripod and on our way we came across team members who had found it already. So we escorted them back to the base camp, after which the missile launcher was completed. Basically, we had collected everything so we had one, but since we had more time the commander gave us one last mission, to blow up the enemy base camp.
Ja, die van links, ik denk dat die er ook zicht op hebben, dus ik ben niet zeker. Ik heb er naar rechts gegaan.
That man walking.
Oversteken, oversteken.
I then took the bomb with me and led our team to gain ground. However, here great opportunities were lost since the enemy was playing Rambo and kept shooting after getting hit.
Er is 4 man op aan het schieten, dan ga ik hier nog 20 schoten lossen of wat?
Our team took those hits, so we decided the game was finished for us. Overall, we had a fun day. It has been a long time for us and we certainly want to do this more often again, especially when the missions are more objective based like the last one. There was still room for improvement, but we think this will become one of the better locations if they keep it up. Now here's a funny moment to end the video.